Remove the belly pan and fuel tank from the vehicle. Ensure the axle is supported, or remove it also. Using a 21mm socket and 24mm wrench, remove the lower and upper control arm bolts on the frame side of the vehicle. We recommend temporarily removing this wire from its clip to mitigate the likelihood of damaging it in the next step. Cut along the weld of the lower control arm bracket using an angle grinder on both sides of the bracket for each side of the vehicle. Cut off the upper control arm bracket. Grind the remaining material until flush with the frame. Cut off the rearmost body bracket on the driver and passenger side. This will be cut for the location of our new upper control arm bracket. On the same bracket from step 6, remove 1 inch of material to allow for the lower control arm links to clear. Next, cut 1.5 inches for the lower control arm bracket to sit in its place. This is located on the second body mount in from the rear of the vehicle. Grind down any rough edges until the surfaces are flush with the frame. Remove the rearmost nut using a hammer to knock out the stud. Replace the stud with the supplied M10 25mm flange bolt and M10 nut. Repeat this step on the opposite side. Zero your angle finder on the bottom part of your frame. The new upper control arm bracket should be parallel with the bottom of the frame. Center punch all 5 holes of the bracket. Then, using smaller drill sizes and working up, drill them out. The 4 outer holes will be drilled out to a 1/2 inch and the center hole to 9/16 inch. Cut a 1.44 inch by 1.5 inch hole into the frame to allow the lower control arm bracket to sit flat against the frame. Zero your angle finder on the bottom part of your frame. The new lower control arm bracket should be parallel with the bottom of the frame. Center punch and drill all holes, stepping up the drill bit sizes until the final size of a 1/2 inch. Paint any exposed metal to protect the frame from rust. Install the M-shaped JL4709 brackets with the crescent cut facing the front of the vehicle. Fish the nut plate through the hole cut for the lower control arm bracket using a screwdriver and a long wire or string. To install the lower control arm bracket, insert 1 JL4709 3-nut strip and 2 JL4709 4-nut strips into each side of the frame using the hole cut in step 12. Repeat on the other side of the vehicle. Align the brackets with the nut strips and secure them to the frame with 7 M12 countersunk bolts. Install the upper control arms with the M14 flanged head bolts and the lower control arms with the M16 flanged head bolts. Reinstall the gas tank, belly pan, and axle if removed. That concludes this installation.